What's up? I'm Alex from LearnBeachVolleyballFast.com. So when people try to get good at beach volleyball, it's quite often very common that they end up at one point or another joining group training sessions, group coaching sessions, meaning that there's one coach and several players, 6, 8, whatever number. Anyway, what I wanted to share in this video is a almost stupidly simple trick that will help you get a lot more value from those sessions. So myself, I sort of stumbled upon this trick on accident when I was coached in a group coaching session. We were a group of players, and we had a coach that was known for not really giving a lot of feedback to people. He was quite often quiet and etc. etc. Anyway, I knew that this coach was knowledgeable at the same time, so I just naturally ended up asking him a lot of questions during the sessions because I wanted to sort of get into his wealth of knowledge and understand what he thought about things. And the funny thing was that afterwards, after the session, the players that I had been practicing with, one guy asked me, "Alex, how did you get so much feedback from this coach? Because he usually doesn't really give feedback, but he gave you a lot of value. He helped you a lot." And I thought about it for a second, and I realized, it's really simple. I simply just asked more questions than you guys. So after this happened, I've sort of analyzed it from the other side of the perspective, the coach's perspective, when I coach people and what tends to happen. And I've realized that I think the reality for most coaches is that when they see a player, they see a lot of things that they would want to tell the player, but they also know that you can't unload everything at the player at once because that just causes overwhelm. So you sort of end up with this list of things that you might or might not say to a player, but the thing is that you don't always really know what the player is most interested about. And sometimes there's actually even players that don't want feedback. They don't want to get interrupted in their practice, etc., which is fine and whatever. It's different in different cases. Anyway, but when the player asks you specific questions about something, a specific part of the game that they're curious about, that lets the coach know that that's exactly what this player wants. So then it becomes a much nicer experience. You as the coach, you know that you're giving this player exactly the feedback that the player wants. And it makes the coach's job much easier, but it also makes it way more valuable for you because you get the feedback that you're most interested about, and you also get a coach that does not have any sort of doubts that you actually want to know that information at exactly this point. So that was basically the tip. As stupid and simple as it is, it can be very, very, very powerful. And if you just start asking more questions from your coach, you might start getting a lot more value out of your practice sessions. If this was the first encounter you had with my YouTube channel, well, then you should probably spend some time checking out more videos by me. There's a lot of different types of videos on this YouTube channel that have different sort of tips, but they basically all funnel towards you being able to learn the sport of beach volleyball faster, so that you can enjoy the sport more. So check out the channel, subscribe to the channel. You can join my Facebook group and stuff like that if you want, and I hope I see you later.